And we're back on another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. We've got the melon farm down here because we're standing on the staircase. Because we're going to work on the sheep herder's house today. We have the sheep pen modified a bit, and it's going to have a door, just a regular door, sort of leading into the house. Obviously, I'm not going to be opening that door very often. I don't want the sheep getting into the house. That would be terrible. So what I've already done so far is I've sort of carved into the landscape a bit, as I usually do. Got a nice little outline set up for how I want it to look. And we got some of the walls on. They'll most likely be changed up a bit using the stair trick, as always. And we are also on a new snapshot, which means that right there. You can now place log blocks however you goddamn please. So you can have it so that if you have any like wooden logs stockpiled anywhere in your city, they can be on their side how they would actually be if you were stockpiling huge trees. Or you could even use some shears, cut down some leaf blocks, and make a tree that has been either chopped down or blown over by the wind or something. So that adds a whole bunch of cool stuff from just one small feature. At the moment, I can't remember what the other updates for the snapshot were, but in about a week or so, maybe a bit longer, not entirely sure. Sorry. Uh, yeah, lost my train of thought. 1.3 will be coming out quite soon, so that is all kinds of awesome. And another thing that's all kinds of awesome is getting a floor for our little farmer, or herder. Okay, so what I'm going to do while I'm paused, and you don't have to watch me placing block after block, is fill in the floor all nice and mark out where I want things on the interior to be. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and until I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that will be that. Okay, so I finished up the floor, put in a few windows, put in the door there. There's a window there. I might get rid of it. It looks kind of weird just from this angle. I might just change that out for a stair block or something and sort of tie it in a bit more, or at least the one above it would have to be a stair block. And the floor, it's all just stone slabs. We have a little bedroom in here, the doorway, and just doing some niftiness with the stairs. Little benches and a long table, which I guess would be for like dinner or that, even though I do only have the 2 beds in the bedroom. But I don't know, I guess they just decided to have a long table. There's no real particular reason for it. We have the pistons activated by levers, which are just in the block beneath them, to keep them extended to make the table. So if I just pop this one in, it extends, finishes the table. More of the stair indents going on here to make everything look all nice. And that's about everything that's been done so far. So what I'm thinking about doing next is making a little sign for the front of the house. Not entirely sure how I want to do this. Let's see here. We need the dirt. Alright, so if we hop up onto here, and head back along to here. I think having it here would work good. So I'll pop that in, hop down. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. And what I do want is... I need to have you. Need you though. Get rid of that. Head back up. And if we just plop that on top. And then we need that there. And what else could I use? That looks alright. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to need to grab some signs to put on it. I'm not going to write anything on them just yet because I had things written on signs in the first secret chest room, but they went blank for whatever reason. Not sure how it happened. I think it was just when I updated my snapshot the last time I updated it, not this time to week 30. So they went blank. And obviously I'm going to be upgrading to 1.3 when that comes out. So I won't be doing anything too much with signs until then. But as of the last two snapshots, signs do stack now, as you can clearly see. And when you make them, you make 3 at a time rather than just the one. So they're actually a bit easier on resources now. Let's take a gander at that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I guess this would be like the wool shop or the wool supplier. I'll obviously have to make sort of a tailor, and I want to make a library soon because with the most recent snapshot, the amount of experience that you get from collecting things from furnaces has been really nerfed. I think it might have actually gone down to nothing. I would have to put something in a furnace just to be able to double check. But so leveling up isn't as easy as it was before, which makes me a bit annoyed that in the Crucible I actually just decided basically allowed myself to die with level 26. So it's a bit of a shame, but I had no idea that this was going to be the change with the new snapshot, so there's really nothing that I could have done about it. Put that there. And what do we need? We need a counter. So if we make that, and then put a nice little counter. Oh. No, no. Oh. There we are. So we have a nice little counter, furnace, cauldron. I don't have any buckets on me, so it won't be filled up yet. But, so what I'm going to need to build fairly soon will be a cattle pen, or just a cow pen, because I'm going to, and also a sugarcane farm, which will again most likely have the waist, which will most likely once again have the little donut shape to it, just because I want to keep that style going. But I'm going to need a cattle farm and a sugarcane farm so that I can make books and of course bookcases, and then build a library so that I can actually have a place where I can get good enchantments rather than just trying to get sneaky level 8s and only occasionally getting lucky with something like this pickaxe, Unbreaking 1, Efficiency 2. And then also perhaps make some of the diamonds some of the diamonds that I've accumulated from strip mining for redstone into armor, and then give that some nice, real good high level enchantments. Get some nice stuff going on with that. And then perhaps think about killing mobs, getting that skeleton dungeon, which is just like in this direction over the other side of the mountain or the large hill. Turning that into a mob spawner, which what I want to do is, I'm not sure if it's entirely possible, but I'll do my absolute best, as I always do. A lot of the things that I do build, I have no idea whether or not it's possible. I just try my best, and if it works out, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, I keep trying until I get something that resembles something that is either close to what I wanted or something better. But what I want to do is have a mob spawner that I can flip a switch, and if the lever is flipped in one direction, then the skeletons will just be funneled out and killed by lava just touching their head, and give me a good amount, and give me a very fast supply of bones and arrows, and make it so that if I flip the switch the other way, they're either gravity damaged or suffocation damaged, or just damaged in some way, so that I can just go up and hit them once with whatever I want. Probably most likely it would be a watermelon slice, and then get all the experience from technically killing them because they're so weak. But I want it to be completely piston automated. Of course, it'll have to deal with a lot of water flows and things like that. So when I do get around to that, I will do my best to tripping over my words here, to make the videos as in-depth, most likely videos, just so that everything's shown, and go as much in depth as I can on how I build it, and if it turns out well, then it would basically be a tutorial on how to build your own, which is always a good thing to be able to do, especially if it works really, really well. So I think I'm just going to finish up the walls and start on to the second floor, maybe add in some more furniture down here. But I will get right onto that, and I will be back. Alright, I finished all the walls inside, did some more stair tricks here and there. I started to put the floor in for the second floor, but I'm probably going to end up most likely using just wooden plank, full blocks of wooden planks, just that I don't have to deal with any lighting glitches at all. And I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about this dirt here. In here, it was conveniently all had at least one piece of dirt above it, except for I believe just the very corner. No, actually. But so I just put in full wooden planks in there. Of course, I did that a little while ago. Made this into kind of like a four-poster bed. I kind of like the way it turned out. Put a nice little corner chair type dealio. And because of time, I believe we're going to wrap it up here for this episode. So if you like the series, subscribe. If you like the video, give it a like. Give it comments. And until next time, I will see you later.